Alright, welcome aboard. You're watching GameCrossRoads. My name is Levi, and welcome back to Tower SMP. Right now I'm just doing a harvesting of our cocoa plants so that we have some more brown dye that we can sell in the color shop. And yeah, we will then get to, well, we're going to restock the color shop since it's been a couple days since I checked on the stock, and I'm pretty sure last time I was there I was out of white wool and I haven't been back since, so I really should make sure that there's white wool in the shop because that's a pretty, easy color to get a hold of, and people are going to want lots of it most likely. So give me just a second to replant all the cocoa beans in the farm, and we will get right over there. Pick up that. What are we up to today? Well, like I said, we are restocking the shop, and then the next thing we're doing is also tangentially related to the shop. Kind of funny. We are going to be making a flower farm today. Just one. Typically, when you run a dye shop on a server, you probably end up having a whole bunch of flower farms, but because of how I've set up everything else around my base, I actually only have to set up one, and I will finish covering the last of the dyes we have yet to cover with any other farm. For one, we have brown dye from all these cocoa beans that I'm currently replanting. Then we have green dye and we have green dye from the cactus farm that we have here. Creates way more cactus than I know what to do with, so it produces quite a lot of green dye. We then have red dye from all of these beets, and also the iron farm that we have buried somewhere else in the base. That creates poppies, so that creates red dye. Yellow dye we get from a sunflower farm that I have hidden behind some of the storage boxes here in the farm. I just remembered I don't actually plant any cocoa beans on this one. Though I guess I technically could, it's just more of a manual farm. What was I saying? Yellow dye. Yellow dye comes from the farm we have over here. This sunflower that we just hit with bone meal gives us a whole bunch of yellow dye. We could also get red dye here, but that's for emergencies. If we want to cover pink and magenta dye, we also have these here, and that's how I've been getting pink and magenta dye so far, though we'll have a new method of getting it later today. All of our white dye comes from this machine here, grinding down all of the excess stuff that can't be stored. It goes into this hopper chain here, into that composter, and then that composter gets bone meal, which we then store as bone blocks in this chest. Black dye we get from charcoal, because we have a data pack on the server that allows us to turn charcoal into black dye. And every other color of dye is made from any of those except blue. And, blue's resulting colors like purple, cyan. That's about it. Purple and cyan. And light blue. That is what we're going to fix today. We're going to get a permanent source of... Why can I not... Ayo? Why can I not move? Oh, because I did this, didn't I? Yeah. There we go. Yeah, so we don't have a source of blue dye right now other than, like, lapis, and I'd prefer not to go through our lapis stores if we don't have to. So we're going to build a blue flower farm today, and I have finally found a location that has the proper requirements for what we are looking for. So yeah. No one else is on the server at this current moment, but who knows who could show up later. Alright, let's grab the shop stock box. There we go. Requirements. What is it you need to build a flower farm? Well, first of all, you need the right location, and that's mostly what I've been looking for. To get blue flowers, you need cornflower, and cornflower only spawns in 2 biomes: a flower forest and sometimes in plains, but not in high enough amounts for what we are looking for. So I had to find a flower forest which was nearby enough to make sense to make a farm in, and actually had a cornflower patch in it. Now, unfortunately, the one I found doesn't actually have a cornflower patch in it anywhere on the ground. It is the biome you're looking for. Yes, yeah. So I had to find a flower forest, and I had to find one with cornflowers on the ground. Now, unfortunately, I didn't find any on the ground, and I couldn't find any on the ground for a very long distance, which is when I decided to look up how do flower forests even work. And that is when I found out that Minecraft flower forests actually have a height map for where they place flowers, as well as a, you know, longitude and latitude map. So that means if I just went up in the nearest flower forest, I'd eventually find somewhere in the air that could spawn cornflower if there was ground there. So that's what we're doing today. We're making a flying flower farm so that I can farm cornflowers in the air. It's a little weird, but yeah, that's what we're doing today. Oh, we're out of pink. Okay, well, this will do for now then, I guess. I'll come back and place some pink in there. Nothing missing from that side. 2 gray wool from that side and 6 pink wool from this side. Okay, cool. And brown dye. Right up there. Yeah, we could definitely put a little bit more in there. Yeah. There we go. That should do us. Eh, I already brought it. I might as well put 3 more stacks in. There we go. Brown dye is all filled up. Perfect. I should name this guy. He shouldn't just be the shepherd apprentice. He should have a name of some sort. You're so organized. Yeah, it's a paint shop. It's meant to have all the stuff that a paint shop has. So over here is where you'd walk up and you take those little cards of paper to see what color of paint you want in your house, and you take like 30 of them, and then you basically rule out 15 of them pretty much immediately, and then you're stuck figuring out which one of these 3 you want to paint your walls with. So yeah, we got those stands here. We will sell glass, concrete, terracotta, and wool. And then over here, these are meant to be paint cans on shop stores, and some of them are leaking, which tells you where each color of dye is. Red dye is here, you can tell because it's red paint on the floor right below it. Orange dye is here, lime green here, cyan, is this cyan? I think that's cyan, yeah, cyan here, yellow here, blue, light blue, green, magenta, pink, purple, dark gray, white, black, light gray, and brown. They're not in any sort of like categorization except maybe pink, which are all on one shelf. And actually these are all the colors you would need to make a zombie statue, which is kind of funny. And then these are a bunch of primary colors, and these are a bunch of dull colors. I guess they are sorted. I didn't think about the fact that they are actually sorted, but yeah, they are actually. It's kind of funny. Because I kind of just threw them around at random, but they ended up becoming categories. That's weird. I also might start selling candles. I might put a bin right here that sells bulk candles, because they also come in every color. I can't help but organize. Yeah. Yeah, that's about right. I can't help but organize. You might notice there's some visual changes with how our Minecraft looks. We are in 1.26.2. We are now in the tiny tankover. Itty bitty tanks. We are now in the tiny takeover update. So we've got all the baby mobs now in the game, which of course meant that everyone's modded clients had to update. Now, I'm sure most of the people on the server, they're not using really modified clients. They're probably just using like distant horizons, maybe a shader, maybe some particle effect mods. I know that King has a bit more than most. He's got things that change how it looks for him when he's using an elytra, but still works normally for everyone else's view, which is kind of crazy that even works. But my pack, my mod pack had a lot more stuff that evidently broke with the new update. For one, Distant Horizons didn't work properly anymore, or didn't work how I wanted it to. So we got rid of that. We now have Voxy, which does look really nice. My shaders were having a problem where they couldn't render particles or players properly, so we had to replace the shader entirely, which is also partially why we had to replace Distant Horizons. So our shaders look different, but our lights in our house look the same, which is hilarious that I managed to find another shader that lit the underground area of our base exactly the same. The only difference now is really that torches produce white light now instead of yellow. Couldn't be helped. Anything else of note? A lot of the particle effects that we had in previous episodes, we're just not going to have for a while because those mods are still updating. And some of the music we had playing in game, and heck, the thing that was playing the music isn't working in the current version. So music is going to be less often unless I use Spotify. And some of the tracks that you've been hearing recently just won't play because they're not in the game right now because that mod did not update. So yeah, a couple of visual, a couple of audio changes. Those will fix themselves over time. And yeah, we can now craft... Oh yeah, we can now craft golden dandelions. That's a fun thing we can do now. Where's a dandelion? Really? I don't have a dandelion. Huh, that's funny. Who would have guessed? Okay, well, let's just hang that up. I've got my redstone box. I've got some dirt. I'm gonna need way more pistons than that. Hang on a minute. For one, I'm gonna need more sticky for those pistons as well. So we'll take that with us. And then I'm gonna need more pistons in general. And some... Is there wood hidden back here? Oh, yes, there is. Thank you. And I'm gonna need some cobble. There we go. Let's just craft a whole bunch of these. Yeah, that'll probably do. And, oh yeah. These need to be in item form for us to make pistons. Pistons. 29. Sure. Yeah, that'll be enough, and then I'll have some spare for later. Okay. Throw these back in there. Throw these back in there. Gonna make a quick purchase of some more redstone if we can. Hello. Good. Thank you. All right, onwards. Let's make it daytime and then let's go build this flower farm, shall we? And you know what? With how there's no music right now, I might turn on Spotify to get some background music going. Give me just 1 second. Get this program up and running. I didn't realize how little music there is, but that's because I typically listen to podcasts while just playing Minecraft. So that would explain why I didn't realize there was no music for a while. Give it a second. And there, that's running. What track? Let's come over here. And you know what? Let's start with this track. Yeah. And then make it visible. There we go. All right. And now we have music. Music and sounds. Turn that off. There we go. Alrighty, let's go. And now that it's daytime, I can also show you some of the changes to our pack. So, for one, clouds are different because I couldn't find a shader that had clouds I liked, so I just added another mod that added new clouds. Looks quite nice. We have Voxy, which means that distant terrain actually has a lot more detail now to it than it used to. And we've got this kind of fog going on, which is kind of neat. We are going to be going over there, which is where we were at the end of last episode, to build this flower farm. And yeah, let's head over there through the Nether, though. All right, and that's the direction we're going. So you've seen this direction, it goes towards the shop. This direction goes towards the slime farm. This direction goes towards where the flower farm's gonna be. And I legitimately just haven't really bothered in cleaning up this tunnel. Isn't it nice here? I love these 3D flowers. They look so good. If you guys want flowers like this in your Minecraft, it's just a texture pack. The waving part, that's a shader. But if you just want these 3D flowers, that is Mickey Joe's Flowers. That's how these flowers look so nice. And the grass looks nice because of O's Colorful Grass Mix Edition is what I'm using. And then I'm using bushy pink petals, flowers, and cherry leaves, I think is what it is. Put all these four together and you get some really nice looking crops in Minecraft. They do look much nicer. They do, don't they? It's really impressive what some people can do. Excellent job, everyone. And then these bushy leaves are from Vanilla Tweaks. So they also look quite nice. All right, where was I building this again? Let me quickly grab the screenshot of where I need to be. Open folder, screenshots. And okay, 3114 by 2295 is where I need to be. 33. Nope, that's the wrong way. What was it, 19, I think? Oh, that's hilariously, like, on with my portal. And then, what was it? 2295. 2295. Just gonna cut a straight line through here. Don't mind me. Just walking through this area. 95, was it? 95. Yep. And then we need to go up to 112. And this is why we always wear our elytra when working on high up redstone projects. we go. We now have somewhere we can place our redstone blocks as we continue to work on this. Okay, so we need to be another couple blocks higher than this. I've just placed this platform so that we have somewhere to, build from, but I think it might be a number of blocks too low now that I think about it. Okay, so we've got our grass. There we go, we are at the right height, double checking with an actual tool. All right, so we've got this chunk of grass here, and we want it to be, I believe, 5 by 6 is what we're looking for, so that we always have a 5 by 5 center when this machine is running. Though maybe it can be 7 by 8. That could actually be the size it could be. Okay, so we're already off center. Where's the middle? Ah, okay, I'm over the middle right now. Nice. So this is the center, right? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this is 7 across. Right, and then if this is the middle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really? I didn't bring enough dirt. That's a surprise to me. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, this floor is way too low for what I'm wanting to do. Just gonna dig this out. I'll pick that up in just a minute. Did I bring... I did bring scaffolding. I should have used that to get up here. Yeah, I'm gonna use that to get up there now. Because scaffolding block makes way more sense to get up there than a bunch of stone brick. Oh, look, we got the new... That's a little baby bunny. Adorable. It is a nice update for the new mobs, and their animations and their textures and their models, which is funny because I use better animations, so I get even more like conclusive advantage on having nice animations in Minecraft. Right there. There we go. All right, let's gather a little bit more grass, shall we? Oh, there we go. Down here doesn't need any grass. There we go. Let the river flow. How much do we have? 25 now? It might be enough. Did I bring a bed? I did bring a bed. Okay, cool. Where'd my ladder go? There it is. Just gonna quickly throw down some torches around the build area. and then climb out of that area. Man, it does look nice. Oh, this does not go all the way to the top. Probably 3 blocks. There we go. There. Now I can crouch. Nice and safe. All right, excellent. There we go. Okay, so what we are building here is, where's my redstone box? Right here. We need a, uh-oh. Ah, I brought an observer. I didn't bring a dispenser. Whoops. That's slightly embarrassing. Because you need a bow to make one of those. And the only place we have that is back there. See, look at that. With Voxy, that looks so much better in the distance. With Distant Horizons, that would just be like a pillar of blocks in the distance. But, dang. Yeah, Voxy is really good. Okay. Alright, let's go grab a dispenser. We only need one, which is the hilariously annoying part. But, yeah, let's go grab it. I love the fact that the rabbits are just huge now. They're just really big. Big and fluffy. I think, weren't some people complaining about that because, like, wild rabbits aren't big and chunky? It's like, right, but it's a cartoon game. It's a funny little game. Why? The rabbits don't need to be super realistic. They just need to be better than they were. And you can always fix out texture packs. That's the great thing about Minecraft. Don't like something? You can probably fix it with either a mod or a texture pack. People find way too many things to complain about. Yeah. Though I will note, a lot of people complain about Minecraft because they love Minecraft. And they want Minecraft to be really good. Some people complain about Minecraft because they couldn't care less. But there are people out there that complain about Minecraft because they really like it and they want to see it succeed. That's the perspective I always try to come from when I'm talking about updates to the game. Is what would be good for the game, good for the players, and not completely burn out the devs. Because if you burn out the devs, you've failed. Let's be honest. If you've gotten to that point, you've kind of failed at making the game properly, because you shouldn't burn yourself out when making the game. Unless, you've set a deadline, you need to get out by that, or the game will fail in general. There's aspects. Need this, and a bow. I should have a bunch of spares of that still. Where do we keep the bows? Oh yeah, right here. Where do we keep the bows, he asks. Gee, I wonder. just gonna put this in there while we're making these so that I don't make a terrible mistake. There we go. Got a bunch of dispensers now. There's so much Minecraft that I just enjoy the parts I like and don't get involved in anything I don't enjoy. Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair. I personally wish that more parts of Minecraft were kind of connected to each other. There's a couple of points in Minecraft that they're great on their own. I love the features on their own, but I just think it'd be kind of cool if those features talked to each other a little bit more. Or, you know, had more of a function in the game than just being decorative. I think I talked about this before, but I saw a video a couple of months ago on how to add ecology to Minecraft without really adding a huge amount of stuff. And they did it by, showcasing how you could make bats a useful part of the game to the player while not making them something that would be just maliciously farmed by the player. Somewhat similarly to what we're doing here. We're building a big floating object in a flower forest because we want blue dye. Ow. Oh, we can just barely make that. Well, not make that, I guess, would be more accurate. Alright, so now we're back. We need a dispenser facing straight up in the middle. That is straight down. That is incorrect. I'm also gonna need a redstone repeater. And I didn't bring a stone cutter. Oh well. There we go. Right here. Now we put some extra grass here, so it's no longer 7 by 7, it's now 7 by 8. And now we need the pistons, sticky pistons, slime ball, comparator, bulb, dispenser. No, we won't need dispenser, observer, dust, redstone repeater. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all we'll need. There we go. Like chair. Oh, I love it. Yeah, adding chairs to the game. That would be nice. Technically, they did recently. Technically, he says, you can use the Nautilus as a chair, and it looks really nice actually. Because a Nautilus, they don't seem to move much out of the water on their own, and they don't seem to die out of water either. So that means that you can place them as the seat of a chair, and it looks really nice. We might actually do that later today if we have some free time, because the next project I want to work on is getting our Nautilus that we have out in the bay into our little cove area. That would be nice, I think. There we go. There we go. And this as well. Now we need an observer. And I think if I do this, it will work properly. Yes. Okay, that's facing up. That's good. Then we need a block here, a block there, a block here. Set a long timer on that. Actually, I guess it just needs to be a timer at all. That would probably work. If I put some Ah, didn't bring bone meal. I guess I'm not testing that yet then. All right, that's fine, that's fine. Let's get our clock up and running. Actually, you know what? It doesn't need to be here. It can be next to it. Over here. And that'll work just as well. Here, here, there. That'll work just as well. And we can put our clock back here now. Okay, so I need a crafting bench. Which will allow me to make hoppers from these. I think I need that many. Okay, I don't need that many exactly, but it'll work. Okay, I need some iron bars. Craft these into hoppers. Nice. Okay. And then I need a piston turned into a sticky piston. Right? Or was it two regular pistons? We'll find out in a minute. Okay, hopper here, hopper there. Break the first hopper and place it facing the other way. Need a comparator going out here and out there. And then 2 blocks to put redstone dust on. 2 pistons. Nope, that's not the right spot. Right here would be the right. No, that was the right spot. Never mind. Hang on. Piston here, there. Coming up here, mostly to place a block there. And you know what? Let's border this. That will make it look real nice. And allows me to put torches up here as well. It's a win-win. There we go. Nice. That looks good. That looks good. Okay, so this should be a timer now. That should be working as a timer. That's... Is this working as a timer now? Yes, okay, good. It actuates back and forth. Perfect, that's exactly what we're looking for. Okay, so now we need that redstone signal to go here. We need a... How much of a redstone signal change is this? It's 1... It's just always 1. Okay, so we can't use an observer on that. That won't work. How do we get power out of you again? Because it's not... Oh, wait, it's the redstone block. That's part of the reason we use it. 3. All right. So that means we want to take a redstone output here and run it this way. Nice. Don't know why that looks like that, but it's probably fine. Like this. Like this. Do we have any torches in here? Yes, we do. Go like that. Nice. And then this way, go here, up, up. That's not good. Don't want that. This is facing the wrong way. What? There we go. Guess we're going out here then. There we go. Ah, this is not going to work. We can already tell with one piston that this isn't working properly. Can we fix that with just a repeater? I guess if we put the delay equal on both sides, that's not going to work. Oh, then again. Yeah, no. The delay doesn't work like that. That is working, though. The centerpiece is working properly. What if I... Ooh, 2 repeaters. I bet you 2 repeaters would do it. Hang on. If I did a long repeater and a short repeater. And we did that here as well. Or wait, does this do the opposite of what we want? I think it does the opposite of what we want, actually. Yep, does the opposite of what we want. Whoops. Okay, how do we think our way out of this problem? So, we've got redstone here. That we need to take a signal out of, but we need to drop the signal a second before we get the signal. How would one do that? Oh wait, or I could just make this into a pulse circuit instead. I can make it into a pulse-based circuit. That might work. Okay, that is why I brought the bulbs, in case I need to make a pulse circuit instead. Right. So that means I need this and that. Is it pulsing on every back and forth? Oh, it is. That's annoying. Okay. If I did this, hang on. If I did that, then this, then that, and this, what does that result in? It results in it going every pulse, doesn't it? It does, okay. What if I did this, where I put it here, and then take a signal out of that? Oops. Nope, we gotta pulse every time again. Ah, you're just being difficult, aren't you? And we definitely don't get, like, a pulse out of this, do we? just wait for it to go full cycle or two, and let's see if we get anything. Oh, we did get a pulse. And we only get it going one way. Hey. Okay. All right. Hang on a minute. There we go. Okay. So that side pushes. Then that side should have pushed, but it didn't. Why? Is it not long enough? Oh yeah, it's like a one tick pulse, so it's not actually going to turn this off. But I need this to be a reversed circuit. Yeah, that's not a long enough pulse to do anything. Interesting, okay. Hang on. So if I went like this, that would lengthen the pulse. Yeah, it's not long enough. If we go like that. Okay, yeah, that does what we need it to. So does this pulse very quickly? It does. Okay, so I just need to do that on this side with way less space. So I need this, going into this, going into this, going into a block, going into a light. Oh, perfect. Hang on. And if we go like this, and then that. Perfect! That works out exactly how we need it to. So we should now see this center block of dirt move back and forth. Okay, that didn't work. We didn't give enough of a delay. That's why. We didn't give it this one enough of a delay. Let's, just give for full delay. Okay. Yep. And then back. Okay, perfect. And all of them? Nice. And all of them? Nice. Okay, so this is the farm, basically. Now we just take out the more that we take out of there, the faster the farm will run. All right, so that should be working now. Oh yeah, we need a way of turning it off. This should turn it off. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that turns it off. Excellent. All right, let's go get the bone meal, and then this farm will be ready. There we go. I'm having trouble with this. There we go. Alright, I think probably a stack of bone blocks should be fine. Probably. Yeah. Well, or a stack of bones. Wait, would a stack of bones be 3 stacks of bone blocks? It might. Depends on how you craft a bone block. Yeah, it's 9. Yeah, we'll just grab a stack of bone blocks and I'll compress these down later. It's amazing to watch you how you get around with the spear. You make it look easy. Thank you. It took me a lot of practice. But hey, it saves me having to make a gunpowder farm so I can make fireworks all the time. Plus, I don't really like using elytra for long distance travel. I like using horses for long distance travel. So that limitation also means that, you know, I can use the elytra for getting around quickly when I need to, but for traveling long distances, I can still use the horse. I had a feeling it might not be as easy as that looks. It's a bit of finagling around with the keys, yeah. Because to get it to work, you gotta jump, then you gotta left click, and then you have to jump again to turn on your elytra. So it's jump, left, jump. Really fast. What is the current timer in here? Can we put it down to like 2? We'll see. Shh. Nope. None of that. That reminds me, my phone isn't on silent. There we go. Okay, so now with that filled up, we should get a bunch of blue flowers now. Ah! Look at all the cornflowers we're getting. Yes! Perfect, perfect. Excellent. With some of the stuff falling off the sides, I almost think we could do a 9x9. Perhaps. Yeah. Alright, let's see how much we've gotten in that amount of time. Oof. Ooh. Okay, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. Look at that! 4 stacks of cornflower. That's 4 stacks of blue dye right there. That's nice. That's very nice. I can always pick a couple of extras that are just sitting there. We also got a lot of stacks of wheat seeds, so we can probably... You know what? If I... It's not a bad idea, actually. Hang on a second. I need this. There we go. I need to craft some of these. It's one more of those, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Then if I grab a hopper, I need 5. No, I need 2 hoppers. There we go. There we go. And then actually I need a chest as well. That means we can then do this. Perfect. And that creates more bone meal that we can then cycle into the whole system. I'm a genius. That gets you so much blue dye so quickly. Yeah, it does. It's very nice. That's why we made the farm. I knew it would be quite fast as well. So works out quite well. You just leave this running for a bit. Make sure you pick up all of the blue flowers every 4 minutes or so. And yeah, that's a blue dye farm. Ow. Look at that, we're already up to 6 stacks. Yeah, we have already gone through 3 stacks of bone meal though, so there is that. 3.5 stacks of bone meal. Yeah. But that's a good trade, gotta be honest. For the fact that we get bone meal for free at our base. Yeah, this works out real nice. Oh, inventory's full. I believe if I throw seeds on this spot. No, okay, that's not how that works. I just thought I'd test. And there we go. Look at all of that. That is very nice. Very, very nice. There we go. That's more well organized, I think. I knew it would speed up the process, but I didn't think it'd be that productive. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. But now that means we can actually stock our shop with every color of dye pretty darn easily. Especially with the fact that making purple dye doubles the amount of dye you actually have, essentially, because it doesn't double, but from the blue it doubles it, because you add red and you get 2 purple out of the exchange, which is pretty nice. Now the question is, should I finish up using the bone meal that's here? Because we got how much bone meal left? You know what? We could go through that. Just finish up using that much bone meal. As you can see, it's not going to take long. Because it's like 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. It's like 2 per second, 3 per second. And 2 per second's about as fast as it's probably going. Is there anything falling off, by the way? F3B. Oh, there is. There's a little bit of spillage. Only a very small amount, though. It's 1 flower. And I will note, technically, this island does have a space where you could farm cornflowers normally. It's right here. That's it. This little tuft of land, that's where you can farm some cornflower on the ground normally. I think that's a little more effective. I think that's a little bit more effective. Oh, that's empty. All right, there we go. So we got... That's 9, 12... 13 plus 4, plus 5 if you include the ones way down there on the ground. So we got 13 stacks of blue flowers and only used like a half a block of bone meal, a little bit more than half a block of bone meal. Now these seeds, they're also getting turned back into bone meal, and we've gotten another half a stack of bone meal back. So it's like, actually it basically was exactly half a block of bone meal. That's pretty good. So we can get a full inventory of blue dye from a block of bone meal. That's pretty good. That's really good, actually. That's some. Those are some serious returns right there. Yeah, we'll wait for this to get all the way through. There we go. 32 exactly. That's exactly half. Who would have guessed? Oh, you know what? I just remembered we can get an achievement. Hang on, we're gonna go back to our base, we're gonna grab some stuff, and we're gonna come back and get an achievement real quick. I wonder what True and DTF are doing right now. I wonder if they're working on more of their cops and robbers storyline, or if they're working on their bases. They're on together, so I assume they must be doing storyline stuff. Oh, maybe they're working like on the courthouse. Oh, that goes True. And DTF's gone now. Interesting. They were both on earlier today, and were on for about that much time, so... Maybe they were recording a clip for their video? Oh, no, True's back now. Okay, maybe it was just a connection issue. Who knows? I'm just spitballing, to be honest. Oh, that's funny. That's a... that's an unintended, mod, like... thing going on. That's funny. Right, okay, so I was gonna grab this. Grab the jukebox. Grab a music disc. Music disc, music disc. There's a basic music disc. I want to play a better music disc. Where are my good music discs? Are they in here? I had some good ones. Where'd they go? Oh, there they are. Oh yeah, they're doing something. Drew's got an evil Steven skin on. Oh, what are they doing? What is going on? Oh goodness, what is going on with that? All these years and that sprint bug still isn't fixed, and I think that's really funny. They've tried to fix it a couple times, but it always manages to come back. It's the modern version of Herobrine, essentially. Alright, this should get us an achievement, if I'm not mistaken. No? Am I in the wrong biome? Flower forest? Maybe I need to be in flower fields. Okay, well there's a flower fields just over here, I think. Yeah, there's a sunflower field. That should count, right? Sunflower plains. Yeah, this works, right? No? Really? Where is it? Adventure? Where is it? No, that's not it. Lighting up. Scrape a copper ball with an axe to make it brighter. Oh, huh. Funny I haven't done that yet. Who needs rockets? Blowback. Make the meadow. Oh, meadow biome. Okay, it needs to be a meadows biome. Interesting. Okay, do we have a meadows biome anywhere around? I don't know. We got plains. Oops. Wait, is a meadows like a mountain biome? If so, that might be a bit of an issue to find. Though I do have that database of where a bunch of biomes are. Maybe I have a flower forest somewhere in that database. Not flower forest, meadows biome. Oh wait, hang on, here's some hills. Maybe those are meadows. Still says plains. Still says plains. No, game is pretty darn sure that this is a plains biome, not a meadows biome. I was kind of hoping to get that achievement now that we have the flower farm. Okay, let me... Gonna fly back over there. We're just gonna chill in the nether for a little bit, I think. Or maybe we'll chill up by the... Yeah, we'll chill up by the flower farm. That seems like a safer location to do that. I'm just gonna quickly check my database to see if I know of the location of a meadows biome, and I'm just blanking on it right now. Okay, let me quickly check this. Just gotta open Chrome because I don't store it on my computer. In here, in there. Database. Biomes. Biome locations. Okay, can I... yeah, search. There's search. Meadow. Meadow. Oh, really? That close by? Okay. That's not too bad. We could go there. That's really easy to get to, actually. Where you say? 450 by 680. Okay. 450 by... oh, we'll go 450 by 660. 450, 660. Yeah, okay. Cool. I can do that. Daytime, please. Sweet. Alright. Nearest portal I know to it is spawn, so we'll head over there. I guess, though, actually, the closest base I know to it is Thrumbo's base, but Thrumbo's portal is underground, so that makes it harder to get out of. Oh, wait a minute. The shopping district. That would work. That's slightly further on the x-axis and the z-axis than spawn is. Perfect. All right. So we need 450 by 650, and we're basically already at 450, so... look at that. You can see True's Cathedral. That's great. Is that it? No, that's a hilltop forest. We still need to go another few hundred blocks south. There it is. Whee! Meadow. There we go. Yep, this is Meadow's biome. Bop. And achievement get. Ah, the sound of music. Yeah, perfect. There we go. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Good music too. I like this track. I really like Tears. It's a good track if you ask me. The fact you got to you have to tennis aghast to get the track, and you know, do that when it's not over lava. It's kind of funny. Yeah. Then again, I have always liked the Nether tracks. I like Tears, and I like when I'm blanking on the other Nether music disc. Pigstep, that's it. I like Pigstep and I like Tears. Those are both good tracks in my book. What is up there? Something made of deep slate with note blocks and buttons. Why are there buttons? Strange. Oh, more of it's generating as I get closer. Oh, is that like a mob farm? Oh, what the? When did this happen? Huh. This island's just been terraformed to be from the nether now, I guess. Oh, there's dogs here. Okay. I think we found where they were recording earlier. Hello, do any of you have names? No, you're just sitting here on a hill, staring up at a mob farm for some reason. Strange. Strange dogs. Oh yeah, so there's some new shops on the server. For one, there is over here, the bread shop is open. Huh, closed until further notice. Well, I guess it was open. It's now no longer open. There's a shop being made here. I don't know who's making it or what they're going to be selling. There's an ATM here. It's a mending machine. Mending vending. I would call it a mending machine because it's a mending vending machine. But yeah, sure. So this thing spits out mending books when you pay a diamond into this. I'll bet you. Yeah, it's just a hopper going right into a chest. And I'm guessing they have... Oh, there's a button. Okay. I was trying to figure out how they did the redstone here. Because they've got a hopper here that goes into a chest. And that's where their profit goes. And then I guess you just press a button over here. Interesting. Okay. Right. And they got like a barrel here with some of the building materials still left over. Got the shulker shop, which still looks just amazing. Looks great. I love it. We got this place, which is a, it's like a fast food joint, which is kind of cool. Yeah, Flynn's Fried Food. It's pretty cool. Nice place. Very nice. They got the chicken deluxe meal for 3 diamonds, and they got the steak deluxe meal for 3 diamonds. Yeah, looks like it's been selling pretty good, though I think you're supposed to pick up the cake and the potion at the same time, which actually people who have just been taking the steak, they're kind of cheating themselves out of value because the steak is not worth 3 diamonds for 16, but the potion, the cake, and the steak, that's approaching 3 diamonds. And then this is orange Fanta with deluxe chicken and double choco bites. So you're paying for an experience here is what's going on. That's fun. I like that. It's neat. It's cool. Guess we got washrooms here. Yep. Yeah, looks good. And then we got some sort of modern looking store opening here as well. I wonder what they'll be selling. Nice atmosphere. Yeah, got nice atmosphere, good food. The price is a little high, but you're paying for the experience, of course. Oh, what is this? Oh, right. Okay, we read all this before. Yeah, the gambling bit is done already. What is this? Oh, that's payment for the gambling game, right. 1 shulker, 5 diamonds. I could pick up another shulker box. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Do we have... We do have an ATM in here. Nice. Yeah, I'll pick up another 2. Yes. Whoops. There we go. Another 2 shulker box for me. Pleasure doing business with you, good sir. Okay. And then someone's building up on the ridge as well. I wonder what they're building up there. That's where True's castle was going to be, but then he decided to go live in the Arctic biome instead. Which Ah, I see. Someone got tired of this being 1 block wide, so they made it 2 blocks wide. I should probably work on that sooner rather than later, being honest. Yes. What should I... Here's a question. What should I make the other levels out of? We got stone. Then we got this terracotta for like my biome. I could do one made of end stone. That would be a different material. I don't think wood is a good material because I want to do different biomes. And there aren't really, there's not, funny thing, not a whole lot of biome diversity in Minecraft as it turns out. Like you got snow, you got terracotta, and then you got dirt. Most places are just dirt. Most places are just stone and dirt. Yeah. Now I could do snow and I could do end stone. Netherrack maybe? Oh, I could do some nether stuff actually. I could do basalt. Do end stone and basalt. Right, because then you have the overworld, the nether, and the end. That would work actually. Ooh. Hey guys. Hang on a minute. I don't think they like that. Well, I got them. Nice. Well, hey, this one dropped a crossbow, I think. Oh, nope. I got his head. Ah, nice. Okay, you know what? That should be... We're gonna grab the stuff to restock the shop properly, and then we're gonna grab materials to finish the portal to the shopping district. Because I've left that sit for long enough at this point. Let's be honest here, folks. What level of ominous is this? 2. Interesting. All right, cool. Ah, I'm out of food. That is one issue with using Breakpoint. It eats up my food supplies real quick. Because I think I had 40 of that when I started the episode. Oh, I already had one. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, let's get to stocking the shop stock box. And probably these two other ones, which we'll also use for this endeavor, because we're stocking a lot more than usual. We're doing a whole product line stocking. So, yeah, gonna need some extra. So we're not gonna need brown dye. Brown dye is all filled up, which is good, But we are gonna need some of this. Okay, so what were we missing? We were missing all of the pink? Yeah, pink dye was completely out. So we need 6 more of that. I'm just gonna throw this in there for now. And 2 more, there we go. And then we need 2 dark gray dye, or two dark gray wool. Put that in there as well. There we go, and that's all the wool we'll need to stock. I guess the blue is full, isn't it? Yeah, it is. There we go. Wow, they did a good job getting through the stock here. Excellent, okay. So we got too much blue wool still. But they are making their way through the chests. That's good, that's good. Okay, so let's head over here. We need to stock some dye. I don't think we need any red. But we do need most other colors. We need greens, purples, magentas, pinks, all of that stuff we're gonna need. Because we've never stocked any of it. So we're gonna need quite a lot of blue dye. Though I think I will keep a stack of cornflowers around just for decoration's sake. There we go. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna need at least 6 of just blue dye. Right, and then we can start working on other stuff. So, gonna need some beets to make red. Actually, I might have an overabundance of poppies still. Let's go check. The reason I'm leaving that over there is because I'm still gonna need to grab the yellow dye, magenta dye, and pink dye from there, so might as well just leave it for now. Here, do we have a bunch of poppies still? Oh, yeah, we do. Nice. And then we can make purple dye, which goes into 2 stacks, which is very nice. And then we can grab some bone meal, make white dye. Yeah, look at all that. We got magenta and pink and oh, interesting. There's 2 recipes for magenta. Neat. I need more poppies. There we go. Oh no, we just did pink and magenta. Okay, well, let's do, yeah, another round of that. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That's good on that front. We're gonna need green dye to make cyan, and we're gonna need more bone meal to make light blue. Store that in there. Perfect. Drew is still in his evil skin for some reason. I'm probably gonna need more poppies, I'm just realizing, because I don't think I've stocked orange dye. There we go. Nice. There we go. Let's make a bunch of this so that we can make some orange dye and some yellow dye, actually. I don't think we have yellow dye either. What's nice about bone mealing sunflower is that, if I'm not mistaken, it should make 2. Yes. There we go. So we get 2 stacks of it. Yeah. Nice, nice, nice. Definitely going to want another bit of that. Okay, so we're gonna need cactus, and we're gonna need to cook some cactus green dye. Ha! Oh wait, cactus isn't stored over here. It's stored in the storage area. Ha ha. I played myself. There we go. There it is. Yeah, it's full. All the cactus is going into, well, the cooker, basically. We'll grab 8 stacks of that. Why not? We need for cactus green, lime green, and teal, so yeah, we'll need lots of it. Okay, let's go grab some red. We're gonna need to make extra charcoal so we can make black dye, so we can make all the different varieties of gray, now I think about it. Nah, that dark oak is for Jade when he gets on eventually, so we'll just keep that around. Yes, okay. Oh, right, poppies. That's why I came up here. It wasn't just bones, it was poppies. Yeah, 4 stacks of that should be good. I have so much moss. Oh, so close to the top. Never actually cut down these trees by going to the top of them before by flying. I usually, you know, staircase my way up. Sorry if I'm making anyone dizzy, but this is just how I chop down these trees. There we go. Oh, looks like someone's come to visit. I'll be down there in a minute. Just give me a second. Well,
Hello.
you're looking quite fancy today.
Yes, I am. Do you have a lead and one of those things that you ride, those happy gas?
Oh, a harness? I have one harness, but it's the one I use for my happy ghasts. They're not too hard to craft, though. I think they're just, like, glass panes, leather,
Huh.
maybe... I don't think you even need a saddle to craft them, actually, now that I think about it.
Okay. Do you have a lead?
I do have a lead. Yeah, I can give you a lead.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
No problem, no problem.
How much?
Oh, how much? It's a
I'll give
lead.
you
Yeah, sure, that works. We'll call that equal.
Yeah. Yep.
What do you moving around with that? Oh, that sounds like it hurt.
Yep. Okay.
What are you moving around with a happy guest?
A happy gas was just born, the one that I was trying to make.
Ah.
It flew all the way from spawn area to my shop. To get to me.
Wow, that's impressive. All right, well, good luck with that.
Yeah. Yep.
They also follow you if you're holding snowballs, by the way. Just a tip.
Okay. Okay. Thank
There we go. It's funny how I've become both the the farm guy and the redstone guy. Like I somehow managed to grab both those niches. I know how a lot of the mob. Well, I guess it's because I know how a lot of the mob AI works in this game. I guess that's why. Yeah. Is it going back and forth right now? Yes, it is. Good. Nice. I'll just throw this in right now. Perfect. Oh, right. They won't look in there if I'm looking in there. My bad. Man, I really like this super smelter. It looks so good. It works so well. Like, does it have some flaws? Yes, it has some flaws. Like, having these two guys next to each other does mean that they can try and do each other's furnace arrays, which slows down the whole process a little bit, but it looks so much cooler than just some rails going back and forth, filling stuff up. And yes, I know that's how the coal part of this works, but that's because I haven't plugged in the bamboo farm that's supposed to be fueling it. Eventually, these will all be bamboo fueled, and we won't even have that. Redstone and farm can't help but go together for you. Nah, you're right. Nah, yeah. Yeah, you right. You right. That's true. Oh, while that's cooking up, let's cut down a couple more trees. Go. And then I'll just climb this one the normal way. Go. Perfect. Nice, nice. Good to see that's coming in. There we go. We got some orange dye now. Start crafting this bone meal into white dye. And this charcoal into black dye. There we go. Now let's make some gray. Make probably 4 of that. There we go. And some light gray. It doesn't take nearly as much to make light gray as it turns out. I guess that makes sense. Guess I'll make more of it. There we go. Because it just fits in there pretty easily. There we go. Let's make some lime. There we go. We got 4 of that. And there we go. We can make some cyan. Just 2 of that for now, because we're kind of running out. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, these are all still cooking up cactus. Yeah, they've put the wood in though, so it should start cooking eventually. Crazy that we've already gone through all of that blue flour that we gathered earlier, except for this stack of 64. Other than that, we've gone through all 13 stacks. We've gone through 12 stacks already. That's crazy. We haven't even properly stocked the shop yet. Because I'd like to have more than 4 stacks of each dye in the shop, but at the moment, that's what we got. Now we know at least, though, how much it actually takes. There we go. So now we're getting we've gotten through most of the green dye. Now we're starting to get into the charcoal again. That's good, that's good. Once we have a stack of charcoal, I think that's when we can head back to the shopping district and drop all this stuff off. And we can tell the server that all dyes are now in stock. Which is gonna be crazy. That's not a thing that's been happening on the server for like months. But now it can be a thing. Almost at a stack. There we go. There's a full stack. Turn that into black dye. Turn those into that. Light gray. There we go. Perfect. And then we've got some more bone meal that we can turn into white dye. Probably want to take some black dye with us. Now I'm thinking about it. Are these... Is that even gonna make a... Oh yeah, that'll probably make... Yeah, that'll make at least a stack of charcoal. So we'll wait until all these are done. We'll take all charcoal with us so that we can put a little bit of black dye in stock as well. I haven't started the trees growing again yet. These leaves aren't going away because there's a log in the road that the leaves are touching. That's funny. Yeah, there we go. Once they're off the road, they should start growing, or they should start deteriorating. It's funny. Never even thought of that as a potential, like, problem with how the road is designed. There we go. All right, let's put some of this stuff in storage, pick up the materials we need to continue building the nether portal at the shopping district, and then, yeah. Whee! Should probably pick up some more golden carrots before we leave as well. That would probably be a good idea. I should probably increase the price on dye because it's not easy to get. Yeah, I probably should. Am I carrying an anvil? No? Okay. That's about to break. I'm just gonna make a new one. I need 3 of these, and I need 5 of these. No, I only need 4 of those. I also was already carrying ingots. There we go. Put that in there. And put that in there as well. Take the dirt out, and the string, and the spider eyes. Don't need any of that. There we go. Put this in here myself. And where did I get horse armor? And put that in there as well. I have a lot of arrows. I have way too many arrows. I need to find some way of getting rid of them. My plan was to sell them to the Fletcher. As it turns out, the Fletcher sells arrows. They do not buy arrows. In hindsight, this revelation makes sense. But I wasn't thinking about that at the start, so... I don't know. And then we need... That's polished basalt. So I should just have... Yeah, there we go. There's a bunch of basalt. Nice. Basalt and some blackstone as well. Put those together and we'll get a really nice looking pillar. Guess I should probably bring some obsidian for the... Or no, I should bring some, like, purple. Yeah. To decorate it with. You know what? I'll leave the endstone one for a little later. I'm just gonna do the nether one. So, bring some nether brick. Or... Should I bring... This is all deep slate. Do I have blackstone blocks in here? Bricks, there we go. Cracked, polished. Nice. Now I can finally use some of that. Yeah, so that will be the materials used for the nether one. Nice, nice. What color are end rods? Just white. Okay. Yeah, because I can use some copper lanterns for one level. I can use some soul lanterns for another. Then I can end rods for the last one. And then I can put torches on the overworld one. Psh, yeah, all that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, let's go get ourselves some food, and then we'll go restock the shop. I guess I can only grab 3 of those. There we go. And then purchase some golden carrots. Nice. Talk to these guys. Oops. Sorry, fellows. This. There we go. Get 8 more. And get some more of those. Nice. It's not a whole lot, but it is some more food. And I'll just put these in there so I don't have to walk back to the storage room. Ooh. Ouch. Yeah, experiencing kinetic energy is not fun. Wonder where they experience kinetic energy, just in their base, or were they first death? I die way more often than that. That's their first death? They've been on this server for quite a while. I die to way stupider things all the time. Hang on. Is there any blackstone type blocks in here? No, just basalt and such. Okay, if I need more of that, I will come back here. I will often find a way to nearly kill myself at least once an episode, just because I'm not thinking. I don't typically play Minecraft on hard mode, so this server being on hard mode is a surprise to me every time, despite the fact I already know it's on hard mode. Still surprises me. I don't have an excuse. All right. Okay, let's throw this stuff in here. Let's get our anvil out, because I want to rename the price tags. Handy thing is, I can grab all the price tags at once, because I'm changing the price of everything at once. I can just go 1 stack for 1 diamond. Where's orange dye? Orange dye, there we go. There we go. Now for lime green. Oh wow, we already had a bunch of lime green here. Okay. Good to know. That's full. Now, I didn't bring any yellow, did I? And there is no yellow. Okay, so we'll need to bring some yellow. Grab some cyan. Yeah, could definitely use more cyan. Let's grab light blue, green, and blue. Green is probably, yeah, it's nearly full. So we're going to be taking some back with us. There we go. Nicely done. Take all of the kind of dull colors and let's put them up. Wait, is that? Okay, yeah, there's light gray and then there's gray. There's no dark gray. Go, and some gray. There we go. And then black. And then some white. I can actually fill that up a bit more. There we go. Very nice. And then place the marker for brown in as well. And then the pastels, the pinks, the purples, and all that. Put some purple dye in. I really do like the new textures. Or, wait, are some of these? No, these are the Vanilla Tweaks textures, aren't they? Oh, there's magenta. There we go. But yeah, I do like that Mojang did make all the dyes look different. I was already using that in the Vanilla Tweaks texture pack. I don't like the palettes they put under all of them, because it lessens what you're able to do with the dyes as an item. But I understand that they did it so that you could tell that all 16 of those different items were dyes. It was to put them in a set together, essentially. There we go. Yeah, wool's a bit easier to farm than dyes, so I can sell 2 stacks of that for a diamond. Alright. So now I just need to do, well, all of that, but then with glass, concrete, and terracotta. Luckily, some of the terracotta I have for free because of digging out my base. But yeah, need some yellow dye before this is properly in stock. Nicely done, though. All right. Let's head over to the portal and build our next circle on the stairway up. Okay, so this is a 3-2-2-3 circle, and it has a 5-block center. Perfect, so we can work off of that. So it's 1 block further this way, but I think the floor will be at this height. Because, yeah, then we still have to go up 3 blocks to get to the next area. Might almost be better to be a block higher than that still yet. Oh yeah, especially if we utilize that hill as the entrance. Yeah, that would actually work. Yeah, okay. How far down is this floor from the floor above it? Okay, so it's 3 blocks. Should probably keep that theme going on. So 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Yeah, so this will be the height of the floor. Okay, let's get to work, shall we? Put this, don't need this, don't need that. Can't put shulker boxes in shulker boxes, unfortunately. So here, this is the height that we want to go at. There's the center of our circle. This is the center line right here. So probably we want to stick out at least 1 block. Right, okay, so this is actually, whoop! Hey look, I fell in water. There we go, and then 2 this way, and then 2 this way, and then it goes right into there. 2 this way. We'll rebuild the stairs once we've built this pillar up. There we go. Put a torch in there so that, you know, nothing spawns in there. I should probably stick out maybe one more block. Yeah, because you can see most of that circle's circumference, so this one should be out quite a bit as well. Maybe 2 more blocks, probably? Maybe even 3 more blocks? No, 2 more blocks. 2 more blocks seems right. We'll see what the circle looks like with 2 more blocks. Okay, so from here, 1, 2. Now we'll do 3. Yeah, we'll do 3. There we go. So now we can get the full circle, like the full half circle, essentially. This stuff's a bit more dense than I was expecting. Whoa! Goodness, a full chainmail armor zombie. I was not expecting that to fall in here on me. That was like a jump scare. I didn't hear him coming. That legitimately was a jump scare. Got my heart beating. I was just, you know, chill, calm, listening to music. And then all of a sudden, zombie. Wah! That's why I don't play horror games, because I could not handle them. Something is throwing a trident at me now. Oh, there you are. There we go. There we go. Really a skeleton shooting at me? There we go. Yeah, okay. Let's get these lanterns out now. I need the stone cutter. I'll do a couple of polished black stone pillars to put these on, since they're going in the corners. There we go. Yeah, that lights this up sufficiently. Yeah, that looks right, actually. That's perfect. Good, 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 good. Now we'll just need to patch the hole that someone carved in here. And then add the end theme one here. Just mirroring this one, basically. I guess I'm gonna need to, yeah, probably punch this out and then put the stairs right there. I'll make the stairs out of wood so that they stand out from all 3 layers, probably. The question is, what kind of wood to use, I guess. Probably not a dark one, probably a lighter one, like birch. Birch, oak, or... pale. That's what I was thinking of. Birch, oak, or pale. Or jungle. Jungle would also work. Yeah, that's a good start. I think it needs some, like, blackstone banding around it. Or cracking. Cracking would also work because it's the end. Or it's the nether. Thematically, color-wise, that works quite well, actually. Yeah, it also fixes the hole that was in front of the whole tower structure that I really did not like. You know what? Yeah, actually, let's light up this island a bit more. Oh, I forgot there was a back stair. Did I put that there, or was that someone else's addition? I don't remember. This will allow me to work, and will allow people to come to the portal with the peace of mind knowing that there is a very low chance of a creeper spawning while they are here. Huh, there's caves down here. What? I did not know about that. There's wood over there. Man, people are just climbing up onto this from any angle they can find, eh? Oh, nope, didn't make it. Let's get rid of this mess. There we go. Oops. Oops. There we go. Nice. Can this support itself without a torch? Ah, no, okay. I need some sort of block to hold it up. Well, I'll be back with some red sandstone pillars, but in the meantime, it can sit on this. Yeah, that lights it up sufficiently as well. Perfect. Perfecto. Yes. And I'll use regular lanterns up here with some stone brick pillars holding them up. So then we'll have lanterns, copper lanterns, soul lanterns, and end rods lighting up each of the floors. That's pretty cool. The different layers being different dimensions. I really like that. We need more lantern colors. We need redstone lanterns. Mojang, we need redstone lanterns. Or just dyed lanterns. That would also work. Allow us to make lanterns with dyed glass. That would work quite well, actually. Use stained glass panes with a lantern, then you get a stained glass lantern. That'd be pretty cool. You know folks would go crazy for that. It's gonna be crazy in like, I'm gonna say 3 years. No, they could work quickly. Could be next year, or maybe 2 years. When Vibrant Visuals comes to Bedrock Edition. Not Bedrock Edition, what am I saying? It's already in Bedrock Edition, that's the whole thing with it. When Vibrant Visuals comes to Java Edition, I might actually use that. Because I do like the look of Vibrant Visuals. I like the colored lantern idea. It'd be really cool. I don't think they do something like colored lanterns until they finish Vibrant Visuals, because they just have to do it twice, is the issue. But once Vibrant Visuals is here, they can have a lot more fun with colored lighting, because if I'm not mistaken, Vibrant Visuals does support colored lighting. Correct me if I'm wrong. Please. Because I really want that to be a feature in Vibrant Visuals, but if I'm wrong, that's sad. It's unfortunate. Where's the... You know what? I'm just gonna put these in here for now. Nope, not that. That. There we go. Okay, what is Vibrant Visuals? And that's the problem. Vibrant Visuals is a... it's a setting. In Bedrock Edition, you can turn on Vibrant Visuals, which basically just allows you to see Minecraft as if it had shaders on, but as built-in part of the game. Originally, it was called, what was it, the RTX setting for Minecraft, I think. It was like, it had a way more like technical name to it. But what it did was it allowed you to use ray tracing graphics in Bedrock Edition of Minecraft, which was really cool and everyone really liked it. But it was always kind of like a side feature. There was never really much that was done with it, to my knowledge. But with Vibrant Visuals, it's a whole new like look at the game. It makes it look, well, it makes it kind of look like how I make it look in my videos. Which is really cool that they're actually doing that and putting that in the game. The only problem is it only works in Bedrock Edition at the moment. However, Mojang is currently working on a complete overhaul of Minecraft's rendering engine so that Minecraft Java Edition will also be able to run Vibrant Visuals, which is going to be so cool. I cannot wait. But they have to, you know, completely redo the like rendering engine for Java Edition, which is why the recent updates to Minecraft have been so small and why people have been getting kind of mad at the updates because they're so small. Once that's done, maybe Mojang will return to making, you know, sizable updates to the game again, but it won't be until Vibrant Visuals is running that they'll actually start doing that again. Oh, hey, there it is. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I think it's gonna be really cool when they do that, but who knows how long that's gonna be. It could be very little time. It could be very much a lot of time. We just have to wait and see. Sounds like a good investment of time and resources. Exactly. And while they're back there in the code, they're also making everything data-driven, which just means they're taking Minecraft's spaghetti code of just everything's connected to everything and winding around and tied into everything else, and they're making it more like Lego blocks. So like wood is a block. If you want to add a new wood to the game, you just need to specify what kind of tree it comes from and what color it is and give it some textures and boom, you have a new wood. Super easy. It's like how Hytale works. Hytale's already built with all of those modules and sections built in to make it easier for people to add stuff. Mojang's trying to do that to Minecraft, and I think that's a great change, and I really like that. The problem is they can't make any actual updates to Minecraft while they're doing that, or else they have to do it twice, basically. So yeah, it's kind of holding them back on what they can put in an update, and now people are starting to get mad that updates are too small. But if you actually look at the change logs, the last few updates to Minecraft have been huge. They've just not added any content, which is unfortunate. But it had to be done. It had to be done at some point. The game was starting to fall apart, and now the game runs way better than it used to. But no one's talking about that because, oh, they didn't add a single mob last update, and they added a flower they should have put on the sniffer, which I agree they should have, but they can change that later. I'm ranting though, but then again, this is a live stream. That's kind of what you're here for. Being honest. Yeah. What do I need to grab? Oh yeah, I need to grab end stone. End stone. There it is. And I need some sort of stair material. What kind of stairs do we want? White is not a bad idea. We could just do pale. Yeah, I got some pale logs spare. Sure, we'll do pale stairs. That'll look nice. And I need stone to fix the side of the tower where someone took a chunk out of it. I don't know who did that. You should have left it in a chest nearby. I guess. It would be nice. You didn't have to, but it'd be nice if you did. It's nighttime. Let's sleep. I think that people have to realize we can't have everything at once. Yeah, that is correct. Like, and the thing is, people make this complaint because it's owned by Microsoft. They have, well, they potentially have, I don't think they actually do, but it stands to reason that they potentially have access to the resources of Microsoft because they are a subsidiary of Microsoft. So everyone expects the amount of content and the speed of updates and all that of Microsoft. But I'm not sure how much support Microsoft actually gives Mojang. I think they act more as a owner and publisher and less as a funder of anything. They kind of just take their cut from the Minecraft marketplace and then just go, okay, and Mojang, you can do whatever you want with what's left. Well, not whatever you want, within reason. We're not going to tell you what to do, but we're going to tell you what you can't do. That's my guess on how that arrangement plays out for them. I could be wrong. I don't know how Mojang works behind the scenes. But that's just how I'm guessing, based on what I can see. Which, admittedly, isn't much, because I'm on the outside. There we go. All right, let's put this last one in. So we're gonna have a gap here, probably. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, right there, probably. Well, not right there. One lower than that. There we go. All right, and this one's just gonna be a mirror of the one on the other side. So, let's see. That one juts out right there. So, ours will... I already forgot where it was. That one. Okay, so it connects right to the edge. Okay. Right here. And put down a torch in here so that there's light. 2 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 2 and 3. Right. Yes, that is correct. Nice. Okay. I'll probably replace this floor with purple later, but I just want to get these towers in so everyone gets what this is supposed to look like. Yeah, I forgot to bring the purple tower as well. What are they called? Walls. Purple walls. Ah, darn. Where'd that go? Eh? Did it fall down there? Ah, okay, there are 2 blocks down here. Boop. There we go. All right, let's get these stairs up and running now, shall we? Now that we've got all these other blocks in. Gonna need this. I'm gonna need that. Probably gonna want some pretty vertical stairs. But well, guess I have a bunch of pale oak stairs now. Oh well. Yeah, okay. Getting there. And then I want to fix this up as well. I don't like the look of this anymore. Okay, so that's 2, 2. So we go to... The wall would be there, and then this. Right, okay, I see how that works. Right, so that's how that works there. But we are going to cut this bit out to put the stairs in. I'm gonna cut a little bit more out of it. Woo! Just a little bit of a trip and a fall. I can make my way out of here very easily. Hang on a minute. Hello there. Yeah, I finally finished the entrance to the shopping portal.
Nice.
Well, it's almost finished. It still doesn't have a way to get to the ground, but I'm about to add that, so.
Yeah.
Definitely looking a lot better. A bridge? Yeah, this area doesn't connect to the rest of the shopping district properly just yet, but it will pretty soon.
Huh. Yeah. Also, here you go. Take some steak.
Oh, thank you.
By the way, that is the non-deluxe steak, so it's not that good.
Oh, well, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, there's a spot on the beach. Hang on. There we go. A monster could have spawned there.
You might get a bit of food poisoning, but you'll be okay.
I doubt I'll get food poisoning just because it's not deluxe steak.
Oh, you don't know that steak is horrible.
Really?
And I know it. This is the best steak in the town. So if you want real steak, go over to Flynn's shop.
Well, I've been noticing people have been buying his meal deals, but then only taking the actual main part of the meal and not the rest of the deal.
Yeah, so that was me. I didn't have enough space for it. So
Ah, I see. You only had one empty inventory slot.
yeah, I'll also take that.
I'll trade that to my
Also,
cleric villager back in my base.
if you want that, you can
Ooh,
have it.
apples. Nice. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Enjoy your food, boy.
Enjoy your food poisoning. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Give me my woodsman's axe. There we go. There we go. We'll do that. That works much better. Perfect. Okay, and I think we'll cut into. Oh yeah, we already did cut into here. That's why we fill in. Cut this. There we go. And there we go. So I can get from there, then down to here, then down to here. And you know what? We could just continue going this way to get down there. Yeah. Just cut into there, and then here, then there, and then there. And then I'll bring the ground up around this to actually make the path work. Nice. Wonder what's going on over there. Oh yeah, I brought honey. There we go. Now that won't, that'll stay orange, so it fits with the rest of the theming. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, now I need a bunch of dirt and... some spruce wood and bricks, honestly. Wait, no. Oh boy. Hello?
Damn it! Dang it!
What?
What I was going to do was splash you with poison because you ate that steak, but I seem to have forgot it in the thing.
I also still have all the steak.
Yeah. I think you ate one piece, didn't you?
No, I think I ate one of my carrots.
Okay, yeah. Don't eat that steak. Trust me. Trust.
Oh boy. Funny guy, true. Funny guy. All right. Okay. So yeah, let's grab some resources to make a bridge, and let's build the path to the rest of the shopping district from it. Ahem. All right, I need some spruce wood. Knew I saw some back there. And throw those in there. And oh, actually, I'm gonna keep that. Throw that in there. Throw these in there. Throw that in there. And yeah, that should be it, other than some dirt to help with making steps. Steps. What was it that I made the paths? Was it just oak slabs? It might have been. Yeah, I'll take some oak with me as well. Just in case. Okay. I'll just put this food in there for later, because I need the storage space. I need some red dye to get more orange dye for the shop, since if we're going to be going in that direction, we might as well restock that part of the shop. How many puppies we got? We got a couple poppies. Apparently that thing is full of iron, so we'll have to empty that at some point later. End rods. I was gonna put the end rods and some purple. I just remembered that. Just gonna throw all this stuff in here. I'll just take this box with me when I go. Purper. Nope. Purper. Nope. Where do I keep purper? Nope. 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 Oh, I did just remember from one of these chests that... Was it endstone brick is a thing? Could have sworn I saw that a minute, yeah. Endstone brick, yeah. Could actually use that. That might look nice instead, since I can't seem to find purple. Yeah, I can do that. There we go. Now I have some sort of brick that I can put over there. There we go. I did not realize I would need a bigger storage room than this. I really thought this was going to be big enough, but I might need a bigger storage room later. Okay. Is there anything else I need? I got that. I need the light block for what I'm doing. I need the one end rod. There we go. Alright, let's take that bone meal and let's grab some yellow dye so that we can stock yellow dye, and we can also stock some more orange dye. Oop. I hit something. Yep, I hit something the game did not like there for some reason. Alright, and now let's just fill this out. We'll get a couple stacks out of this, and that will give us a couple stacks of yellow, which will be nice. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. There we go. All right. Wee. Wee. There we go. There we go. And that saved me on blocks as well. Nope, can't fit out there. Let's try over here. There we go, that's better. Grab this. Grab my shovel. Grab my shovel. Yeah. Alright, let's get to flattening. For one, we'll get rid of some of the sand, because I don't think it makes much sense for there to be this much sand around this. Oh, I apparently am out of torches. I did not bring more with me. Oh, there goes True. Hope you guys are all enjoying the stream today. It's been a rather chill one, just doing some flower farming, some shop restocking, and now we're just doing some path maintenance. I know I've been having fun though, so as long as I'm having fun, you're having fun, then we're having a good time. Seeing the flower farm and shops has been great, and I enjoy a chill day. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta take a slow day. Not do a huge mass stuff, just kinda, you know, be around, say hello to people, have a good day. We probably would have taken a diversion to try and help Flynn get their stuff back if we had known that they had even lost their stuff. I didn't realize there was a crisis going on. Flynn kept that very calm. Whoops. Not mean to dig all that out. Alright, let's clear out this tall shrubbery in the direction that we'll be going. And some of this as well. How wide are our other paths? It's been a while since I did any pathing. Okay, so they're 3 block wide paths. Okay, cool. That's what I thought. I was just double checking. Yeah, look at that. That looks really nice up there. Hmm. There we go. Perfect. Okay. And we'll go a little bit forward. And then we'll go like this. Yeah, there we go. Now, where do we want this bridge? I don't want to make another diagonal bridge. I really disliked that. Probably just like right across here, right? Oh yeah, that'd be a good spot to connect it up. So we brought it down and then over here. Okay, so if I just follow this. Yeah, if I just follow this line of bricks next to me, I'll get to where I need to be. Cool. I'll just need to cut into it a little bit in a couple areas. Which is fine. There's a couple of weird spots in it anyways that I can cut into. To make it look a little bit better. Yeah, give me this. And you know what? I'll just take the whole work area. We're not over here anymore, so. There we go. Just add a bit of weight to that hill to give it a bit more shape. I'll have to, yeah, definitely want to cut the top of this hill off, actually. Because it's too tall. It gets too tall too quick. Yeah, we'll cut it off here. We'll cut it down a smidge. There we go. Yeah, this is looking a bit better. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that looks much better. Just pick up all of this. So we can put it back in the box. There we go. Yeah, that looks much better. I like how that terrain fits. Way nicer now. Bit of a weird flat bit here, though. I think I'll just fix that with a little bit of throwing some blocks in. There we go. Yeah, that looks a bit more natural. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Way more happy with that now. Go. So get rid of some of these bushes we don't need, because we'll be coming in through here with a bit of terrain deformation. Probably gonna just remove this whole hill right here, honestly. All right, where is the straight line we're connecting this bridge to? Right here, actually, yeah. Yep, there we go. Go a little this. Go a little bit this way. Then probably go straight for a little. Then start tapering back this way. And then go straight for a little. Go this way. And then we go up onto there. Where are my slabs? There they are. So, right. Where is that? Here? No, that's the wrong way around. It's here. That's where it goes. Yep, that's where it goes. Might actually bring that back a bit, maybe to here. Yeah, probably that makes more sense. So I can go like this. We can go like this, flatten out the terrain a bit, give it a bit of a curve. There we go. Go, just line this back up. Since we don't actually want the path there, we want it a little bit earlier. Nice. There we go. And it lines up perfectly. Go this way, and then you go down. That. Okay, let's put some torches back where we need to light up some stuff. Doesn't look like there's much of that, actually. Cool. All right, and now we need to get started on this bridge. Okay, we're pretty far, so, All right. Let's craft up some blocks. Give me stone cutter. Give me this. Not gonna need these anymore. There we go. Okay. So this. Nope. Let's give you that. Probably a full block up, I would guess. Yeah. And then we'll go to 2 blocks. And then 2 blocks, and then maybe 3 blocks. And then 3 blocks here as well. Yeah, and then we'll go to 4 blocks, and that'll probably be the tip of the thing. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So we do put the bridge here. Start, and then 1. Is it 1? No, it goes straight into 2. 2. And then to what? Then 3, 3. One, 2, 3. Oh, we're too short. Right, okay. So we'll make the second 3 into a 4 then. So it's 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And up to here, which makes that into a 5. But now that's a 3 and a 3. Okay, so we push the whole bridge this way by 1 block. There we go. So that's 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. Okay. So that's one side of the bridge. Let's get the other side of the bridge in, and then we'll put in the floor. Oh, and with it being a 5-block center, we can put torches in the middle like that to make it look really nice and lit up. Excellent. Oh, you know what? I could actually get 2 chiseled blocks as well. There we go. We could put those in the middle of the bridge. That'll look nice. Right there. And right there. Perfect. And then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right. Perfect. All right, so now let's just make this 2 blocks all the way across. And then right here, make it 2 blocks and 2 blocks and 2 blocks. Because that keeps the bridge looking nice and sturdy if the arch going across it stays a consistent thickness as it curves. Amusing to see a bridge with no middle part. Yeah, it's like a really old, kind of decrepit bridge almost. There we go. Whoops. Definitely gonna need more than that. There we go. Oh, I can't believe I walked where I knew there wasn't any stairs yet. Oh, that tells me this is incorrect. 2 blocks. 2 blocks. That should not be a half slab there. That should be a full block. And a full block. And some half slabs. There we go. There we go. Almost there. There we go. And now we're back on dry land. And I'm just going to build a straight line from here up to the path that we need to get to. Because at the moment, I don't really feel like doing a whole bunch of wiggling back and forth to get the path looking exactly right. Go. There we go. Up, up, up. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Okay. Nice. Just a couple more half slabs. And we should be done here. There. Excellent. Nice, nice, nice. That is a nice addition to the server right there. Mm-hmm. Alright, let's restock orange and yellow dye, and then we will be done out here. I think that's like my last... Are there any other projects outside the Nether Highway that I need to work on? I know I've been contracted to make the jail for the courthouse, but that's part of my minigame, so yeah, it kind of works out. There we go. Perfect. And then up here, we put some yellow dye in stock. Perfect. All right. Wool is back in stock. Dye is now in stock properly for the first time. Except black dye, because there's like a singular purchase of black dye in there. Eh. So now I just need to get concrete, glass, and terracotta up and running. All right. Yeah, I probably should. Oh wait, no, I need that to be a wall. There we go. Now I can step on top of this. And then this. This on one side. This on the other. Perfect. Kind of wonder if you came in here and bought something. No? Huh. Wonder why he was over here. Be funny if he came just to buy out the black dye and leave. But no. Maybe he was just checking the stocks. Weird. Whatever, whatever. No, no pranks on the roof or anything. What was they, what were they up to, I wonder? Whatever. Yeah, I did grab my shulker box. Good, 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 good. Just subbed. Oh. Ah, probably onto the YouTube channel, I'm guessing. Thank you. Very cool of you, True. Very, very cool. All right. Well, that little project took a little bit longer than I was expecting. I was actually gonna, I was thinking of taking a lunch break after we finished the, what was it? The should be there at the bottom. Do you update that, or is it supposed to automatically? It's supposed to automatically. Oh, you mean you subbed here on Twitch? Or you followed you on Twitch, one of the two. Yeah, no, that's supposed to notify me automatically. Heck, Twitch hasn't even responded to that happening yet. That's odd. Yeah. There's supposed to be an announcement that when someone follows or subs. Huh. Yeah. Founder 2-month subscriber. Yeah. What the heck? That's weird. It's a resub. That shouldn't be the defining issue with it. Hang on, let me press this button, which should test it. Okay. That worked. So the animation's working. You're having issues with other notifications on Monday? We were having issues with other notifications, but that's a completely different system. Those two systems don't talk to each other, so it's weird that they would both have issues. And I did fix the issue with the voice to text. No, text to voice. That's it. I did fix the text to voice redeem graphic. That is working properly now. That is weird though, that the subscriber reward wasn't acknowledged by the alert. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Why would that happen? Do I have a setting on that would do that? No, sub-only chat isn't on. Oh. Could it have? I wonder. Hang on. Let me check on the website itself. Let's see. Is Streamlabs having a day of it, eh? Oh, or I wonder if they removed that feature from free and added it to the paid system, and that's why I don't have it anymore. Hang on. Alert box. Filter by subscriptions. Oh goodness, they changed the entire website again, so I don't know how to... Oh boy. That could be it. They changed the entire website again. Yeah, test a subscription from here, see if that works. Okay, that worked. But what about resubs? Heh. Did it just trigger twice, or was that... I think that was Chrome. Yeah, I think that was Chrome. Huh. Custom fields. No, that's not what I'm looking for. The HTML, no, the CSS, the JS. No, wait, where are all my subscriptions? Okay, here we go. Subscription variation. When the user gives at least 2 subs, month subscribed is at least 2 months. Oh, I wonder, does it need to be at least 1? Ooh, I wonder if that's what's happened. Maybe I programmed it wrong. Maybe. Is there a way that I can force play a resub notification? What if I did this? Does this put it on stream? Well, it didn't appear on screen, but I don't know if you guys could hear it. Probably not, actually. Oh, yeah, no, because that's going to game capture. Yes, you guys can't hear anything on my Chrome. I didn't really have any other projects left for the stream today, so this actually works quite well to try and fix this instead. Let me just go like there. What does that look like on you guys then? Yeah, that's good. That's fine. Alert duration, text delay, audio file. No, all that looks fine. That is really odd. I wonder why that happened. What if I click launch? Ah, I see. Yeah, no, okay, I'll close that. Previews will show here. To view events in your streaming software, save your settings, then hit the test button above. Oh. Well, no, that's not how that works. There's not enough variations here. It used to allow you to just, oh wait, there we go, test. There we go. So that's what you would have gotten if it had actually played properly. So we'll call that a win there, I guess. It's not really a win, but it's annoying to try and test that because there's no real way to do a... I can test if you can see it, which you can. That worked. But even Twitch doesn't say that a resubscription has come in. And that's weird. I don't know why Twitch has said there's not a resubscription, because the chat has responded to there being a resub. Because it says that you're a founder 2-month subscriber. So, by that logic, it should have acknowledged that you were a subscriber in the stream. But for some reason, it hasn't. And I don't really know why that is. But it's definitely Twitch's fault. Because everything else is working. Except that. That's weird. I do not have enough access to Twitch's backend to know how to fix that, unfortunately. Heartbreaker, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, it's a heartbreaker that did not work properly. Hopefully it works properly for the next person, or else I'm probably gonna have to email Twitch and go, hey, guys, what's wrong with my resubs? They're not showing up. But yeah, we'll have to, unfortunately, we'll have to wait until someone else subscribes or resubscribes to even test that. So yeah, I'll either have to do that manually, or I will have to wait until someone does that at some point. All right, let's put some stuff away. And then I'll probably just end up ending the stream since we're close enough to 4 o'clock. Is time different? No? Well, we had daylight savings, and now we're locked into that. We're not moving back and forth through daylight savings anymore, which, thank goodness, it has broken so many things on the stream when daylight savings moves back and forth, so... yeah. But I guess if I guess there could be a daylight savings issue. Because it's 4:46... We moved to the same time as BC and the rest of Western Canada. Not all my clocks are saying that it is 3:45, right? No, not 3:45, 3:50. There we go. There was a 5 in there, and my dyslexia grabbed it and put it in the wrong spot. Yeah, it's 3:50 here. Wait, that clock is wait. Oh my 2 computers are arguing on what time it is. My gaming computer... my gaming computer says it's 3:47. My streaming PC says it's 3:49, almost 3:50. Alberta has always been an hour ahead of us. Oh, okay. I don't really look into other time zones that much. Unless I'm planning on calling someone in another time zone, then I check what time it is. You'd hate to call someone at 3 in the morning for just a casual chat. Thought the time change was the same as BC. Alright. They're in a different time zone. Yeah. And yeah? Yeah. Pretty sure. Now you got me looking up time zone maps. Time zone map. There we go. Yeah, those 2 provinces are in different time zones, so of course the time is going to be different. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I need to stop looking at this time zone map or I'm going to start getting angry. Because none of the lines match up. Okay. Right, putting away items. That's what I was doing. There we go. And then up here, and then down here. Get that as well. This goes up here. Wood goes in here. Goes in there. Okay, well, there we go. Excellent. We got a lot done today. Actually, I did want to test one more thing before I end the stream. I want to see if I can get this working again. Can it work with the animation mod that I have on the character? Probably not, because this is the and body animations version. I need the just faced version. Now that I think about it, yeah, it's not going to work properly. Oh. Okay. Ah, but I am just crouching now. Back to vanilla animations. Is this the just face version? Hang on a minute. No, this is fresh moves with animated eyes. Yeah, I need fresh moves. Well, no, just expressions. That's what I need. Hang on. Content, resource packs, fresh moves. Does fresh moves have a version that is okay, no. Right, so there's old versions of it. What if I just grab the pack just expressions? Let's see. Just expressions, because I want to keep the fresh moves from the fresh moves player pack. Well, not the fresh moves player pack, the fresh animations player extension. There it is. Okay, browse content, resource packs, just expressions. Oh, right, it's still for 1.20.x, so I've got to download it separately. Hang on. This install, there it is. This, open that, and then this, open that. Okay. Drop that in. Take that out. Close this. While that's loading, I can then go over here to that. No, back. No, back. Hang on. Turn that off so I don't get confused, because I know I will. There we go. Open it up again. Bring this in. Yeah, and I can see my character breathing right now. So if I put this under Fresh Animations Player, do I get Fresh Animations Player with expressive eyes, or do I get expressive eyes with no animations? Only experimentation will tell. Okay, my character is still doing a breathing animation. Nah, but they still have regular Minecraft eyes. Okay, so that didn't do anything. What if we just flip them? Eh? Eh? What happens now? What happens now? We have no idea, because nothing's happened yet. Yeah, there we go. I think we're doing a regular Minecraft animation now. Ah, okay, we do have expressive eyes now. Right, but we have default Minecraft animations again as well. Okay, so it looks like I can't put those two packs together. At least not like that. I'll think about this. I'll try and... I want to get these two packs working together because I think it'd be really cool to have the two packs working together. If I can't, we'll probably just stay with Fresh Animations player extension and we just won't have the expressive eyes. I think In Loving C and Flynn are the same person. Flynn left and then C joined. Really? Huh. Interesting. Interesting, yes. All right, well, I hope you all enjoyed today's stream. I will see you on Saturday for some Backpack Hero. We're probably going to do another crate run because we had a lot of fun with that last week. If Backpack Hero is not your thing and you're more into these voxel crafting games, well, on Monday we'll be going back into Hytale, and on Wednesday we will be back here on the Tower SMP working on another project. Will it be the Underground? Will it be the Wild West minigame? Will it be potentially the UFO tower that we were building last time, or something else somewhere else on the server? Who knows? I haven't made that plan yet, but I will have by next week. So I hope you will all join me for that. Have a good day. Have a great week. God bless and goodbye. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.